Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today, Sagittarius, I'm going to be doing your February tarot reading. So I hope you're doing well and that you had a good beginning of the month. I'm going to do a different spread for this month. These are the major arcana cards and I'm going to be pulling one card out of this pile to get the energy for the month. These are the court cards, which is how you will be showing up this month or should be showing up this month, and these will be for the main reading, which will be 6 cards. Now please remember, those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and forget the rest. If you want a more comprehensive picture, or if you did not resonate with this message, you may want to check your moon, Venus and rising sign. So what energy do I have for my Sagittarian querents? Now I'm using my favorite deck. This is the Tarot de Marseille by Vincent Petici. If you are interested in the cards, I will leave you the link in the description box below. Alright. Your energy is the Chariot. Very nice. How will my Sagittarian querents show up this month? Oh, that jumped, so I'll take it. Queen of Swords. Alright. Okay, your first card is the Four of Swords. Middle of your spread, the Four of Cups, so 2 fours. 10 of Wands. Clarifying the Four of Swords, you have the 10 of Swords. Clarifying the Four of Cups, you have the 5 of Pentacles. And clarifying the 10 of Wands, you have the 6 of Coins. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy that you may not be aware of, but that's working around you, you have the 3 of Swords. So a lot of Swords energy. So I'm going to start with your energy for the month. This is number 7, the Chariot. So number 7 is the number of experience and self-evaluation or reflection, generally speaking. And the Chariot talks about charging ahead. It's someone who's not going to deviate from the road. This is someone who is going to go straight to battle and head back home victorious. The Chariot talks about triumphs, but after having had to fight for it. You know, this is not an easy road, but this is the sheer determination to get something done and come back triumphantly. I love this card because I believe that things have so much more worth when we fight for them. You know, when it lands on your lap and you didn't have to work for it, it's not the same feeling as if you had to fight for something and you finally get there, you get what you want, you are successful, then somehow it becomes more precious, is what I'm trying to say. So that's the energy for the month for you. And I said you have a lot of sword energies because you got those 4 cards, which is 50% of your reading pretty much, to do with swords. And you are going to show up, or are advised to show up, as the Queen of Swords this month. So the queens for me, they embody patience. They are the receptive energy, you know, the yin energy, as opposed to the yang energy of the kings, who are action takers. They are receptive. The Queen of Swords is someone who is incredibly fair. She's factual. She looks at things from an impartial point of view. She's not going to get swayed by her feelings or intuition. This is someone who really looks at facts. She sees through the lies, and she cuts what no longer serves her. It's actually a very empowering card, because it's having the clarity that you need in order to make the decision to cut away something that no longer serves you. And so when I saw you had the Three of Swords as your overarching energy, I was not surprised, because I thought, yeah, okay, because the 3 is the number of growth and expansion, and swords is to do with your thoughts and the truths and communication, and the 3 of Swords talks about a breakthrough, in a situation. Now it can be painful because the swords cut, they're sharp objects, so I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But the 3 of Swords does talk about a victory and a breakthrough in the Tarot de Marseille. It's piercing through those two swords with having growth, you see, because the 3 is the number of growth. So I'm getting the message that you're going to get the clarity that you need, and you're going to have, you're going to be decisive, basically, and you're going to make a decision about something. Now this is a general reading, obviously, and no genders attached, because it's a general reading, but you do have the 4 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Now the 4 is a number of strong foundations, stability. We're still talking about the mental realm here, so your thoughts, your ideas, truth and communication, and it's clarified with the 10 of Swords, which is completion. Now the 10 of Swords talks about being exhausted, obviously mentally, that it's been a long battle, all up in your head, you are exhausted. And the 4 of Swords talks about taking some time out in order to gather your thoughts, and you have a progression. You see, it goes from the 3 of Swords in your environment, energies underlying, then 4 of Swords, this is you regrouping yourself, pulling away to gain the mental clarity and stability you need, because you are exhausted. You may have been betrayed, you may have found out some truths that were very unpleasant, there may have been some communications that was very unpleasant, which is why you are in that 4 of Swords state. You then have the 4 of Cups, clarified with the 5 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups talks about being stable emotionally, but if you look at the shadow side of the card, you see, I don't read reversals, because I believe that intuitively you should feel it when it's the shadow side of the card, when you look at what's around it, and to me it's clearly the shadow side here. The 4 of Cups talks about stagnation, discontent, because if you think about it, it's water energy, and if you leave water in a cup or in a small container, it becomes stagnant and stale. That's the idea of the shadow side of the 4 of Cups. So there's some kind of discontent, which I'm not surprised to see because of this, the 4 of Swords with the 10 of Swords, which was unpleasant. And it's clarified with the 5 of Pentacles. Now 5 is the number of change and challenges, and the coins or pentacles talk about your physical realm, so material side of things, home life or work life. So obviously this is a general reading, I don't know your life, but for some reason you are discontent with your life. The 5 of Coins can talk about the negative self-talk you have on within yourself, which blocks the growth of whatever it is you're working on. It can be lack mentality as well. It can be in that position of thinking that things are happening to you instead of for you, if you get my meaning. That's what I'm getting from those two cards. But things are going to balance out, because you're going to get to drop your burden. The 10 is the completion, and 1 is passion. So when you give your heart and soul into a project, or in other words, when you fight long and hard for something, which is what this card represents, you get to drop your burden. So that's, you know, you being released from it. It's you coming back as the Chariot here. You know, you've done the hard work, you've put all your heart and soul into something, you've overcome whatever that Ten of Swords was, and that, you know, discontent you're experiencing in the middle, and you're dropping all of this for the Six of Pentacles. Now the Six of Coins or Pentacles is harmony after having overcome a challenge in the physical realm. It's the energy of giving and receiving. It's a beautiful energy. It's being open to receive, you know, what's yours, you know, what you deserve. And it also talks about just harmony being brought back in your physical realm. So whether it's at home, if you're experiencing problems at home, this is harmony coming back at home. If it's at work, this is harmony coming back at work, with exchanges of ideas, or you being paid what you deserve. If you want, if we're talking, if this is a career reading, and you know, you felt that you were not getting the reward you deserve for the hard work that that you put in, this is you getting what you deserved. It could also be you walking away from that job for something better that's going to bring you this harmony, you know, as the Queen of Swords, cutting off what no longer serves you. So this could be that, if we're talking about career here or job, you know, walking away from it and finding a job where you will truly get that I put my hard work and my soul into this, and you know, you recompense me, that kind of thing. If it was to do with home life and a problematic relationship, this is you overcoming this, basically. So yeah, I just think that this is a very nice outcome, but you're going to have to work at it. This is not going to be easy with the Chariot. The Chariot does say you will be successful, but you're going to have to work at this. And because you've got the Queen of Swords here, you know, God, the divine, the universe, your guardian angels are telling you to look at things from a factual point of view, to not be over emotional about this. You know, this is really to do with cutting off what no longer serves you. I'm going to put out a last card message for you to close out the reading. Last message for my Sagittarius Querents, please. Okay, that's the Eight of Swords. It's interesting because the I think it's Aries that got that as their last message. So if you got Aries in your chart, you may want to check that out. The Eight of Swords is being in a mental prison. You see, I was saying you have a lot of swords energy. It's having erected some kind of psychological blocks, and only you can get yourself out of this. So the message, the advice that your angels, your spirit team, you know, are giving you is to get out of your head. You know, you do not stay too much in your head, is the message I'm getting. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful February month, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.